Oh. Let me go get something. Hi, Jose. I've been doing well. I've been doing intensive practice. I'm gonna tell you after I get my coffee. Just 1 second. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden YouTube app was paused, interrupted. I've been doing well, but I was doing something different in my practice last few days, like last week, yeah, like during 5 days or so. So I want to share what I did, but after I get my coffee. Sorry, 1 second. I'm here. Yes, coffee is important. um, I've been doing intensive practice. Intensive practice means, for me, that means practice as much as possible. Even though I'm tired, if I set up some time, if I, basically the time that I can practice, in our life, especially, I'm working, I'm teaching, and I take care of my son. So thankfully, my husband is doing housework a lot for me. So, but still, working and house stuff, and I had to go for the Folsom like a symphony orchestra rehearsals. So even though I'm very tired, as long as I have time, I practice, even though I'm tired. But of course, intensive practice means like practice harder. No, like that. Just the time management wise, if I have time, as much as possible, I practice more. So more practice time. So I intensively practiced in terms of the amount of the practice time, because I realized that I had to build up my stamina for my recital, and realized that how short I can stay awake for practicing. And that was quite shocking. So I went to the gym like twice a week. It's not much, but that is not much, but still a lot for me because in my schedule. And yeah, so try to go to the gym, work out, move my body more, and then practice as much as possible, even after I'm done teaching at like 9 p.m. Then practice from that time, 9 p.m. to 10:30 or so. It's so funny thing. First time when I start at 9, like, oh, I'm tired. I really want to call it a day, but you know what I do? Actually, I fall asleep like 11 or 12 o'clock at night. But after I'm done at 9 p.m., you know, I get ready to sleep. And then what I do, I just look at the phone. But if even though I'm tired, I push myself to practice 9 to 10:30, whatever I can do. After 10:30, I cannot really practice till I really cannot do it anymore. Good thing is I know that time is very tired. In my mind, I don't want to do it, but after 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m., which is already I practice whole day, try to fit, you know, practicing time in the morning and then a little bit in the early afternoon between teaching. And then after that, like 9 to 10:30 p.m. practice, I get ready to sleep, and then I'm on the bed. Of course, I look at the phone, but just not long, not for a long time. Just like short before I fall asleep, and I fell asleep, and then I feel, you know, my body recover very effectively. It's so different, like 1 hour looking at the phone and go to sleep, and then practice just a little bit checking the phone and then fall asleep. It's just so different. And then I feel my body is getting used to it and then refreshed. So it's been like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday today, right? So like I've been doing that 5 days, really somehow tiring myself. Practice as much as possible. Of course, lots of learning and music, and mentally feel good, no stressed out. Because I don't have to worry. As soon as I start to practice, I don't need to worry about it anymore. Because only one way I can get rid of my worries about music is just practice, you know? So that was my intensive practice, and then apparently I didn't look good, so I didn't really, and then I was tired, and I didn't really want to turn on the live stream for a while. But that's what I've been doing so far. How can I not enjoy? Well, practice procedure itself is not always enjoyable. You know, always in your life, what is always fun? There's no such a thing 100% fun. But why are you looking for fun in violin every day like that? You know, we have to No pain, no gain. If you want to get, I mean, not literally pain is not necessary, but why you want to have fun all the time? Even TV show is not always fun. To have fun, there is a build-up, storyline. Don't you think so? Your question is not quite banaka. Yeah. Your question is quite a little bit, lost the point, I guess. Pia Velevri. How to learn to have the same rhythm from the beginning of the song to the end. Same rhythm? Same rhythm? How to learn to have the same rhythm from the beginning of the song to the end. Can you give me more specific about your question, Pia Velevri? Same tempo? Like steady tempo you're talking about, or rhythm? Hi, Bino. No, any pain is not normal. Well, tiredness probably, if you practice longer than the time that you actually can. But pain, especially specific part of the pain, I don't think so. It's not normal. Hi, Erica. There's no prefer about the sound, color, or softness or heaviness. I just have to use all that different. I try to bring it out all the different colors for depends on music context and emotion that I want. So there's no preference about soft or heavy sound. I have to use both. Depends on the music. Yeah, Jose, it's even though here's the thing, like maybe some people be the opponent of like tiring ourselves practicing. But well, I think it's like going to the gym, work out every day, the person who never worked out before, and then all of a sudden like, okay, I'm gonna work out, then of course like for a few days or for a few weeks, like couple weeks or so, that person might feel tired so much, and then start to debate inside, oh, I'm too tired, I don't need to, maybe I don't need to go today. Instead of giving up that time, even though tired, just go every day. And after 2 weeks or so, somehow it's getting easier. And then as a routine, as easier workout. The same thing for the practice. So I think it's good to practice to regular base to build up the stamina. Hi, Aman. I know your Instagram name. Ear hurts, yes. So I have the earplug, especially my left ear, only left ear. If I heard that there is a musician earplug thing, so I want to order that, but it's kind of too busy to do that work, so I kind of delay that schedule. But I use this earplug, and if we put it, I use only left ear because the right ear is kind of far from the violin, so well, it's not that bad, but left ear really hurts when I play. So when I practice, I of course without earplug I still have to practice that way, but lots of time I use earplug on my left ear, and I don't put too deep because too muffled. So very, very shallow, even just a little bit, just very little bit put it in, it filter the sound already a lot. So, and protect a lot. So you don't need to put all the way deep because it feels weird and then barely hear. It's hard to hear your violin sound. So just a really little bit, like almost just right outside right here, really helps still a lot. Brain hurts while studying, I agree. Me too, sometimes like, oh, what was that? Okay, let me think first. So lots of times actually we don't need violin to study music. Lots of time. And then organize, all the concepts in our brain, then I work on for my physical, if my body can follow what I thought in my brain. Hi, bye now. Do I need to put a lot of force on the bow to make sound? No force. No force. Of course, we need to control the pressure, which is we have to do something with force, but very sensitive way, not hitting level of force, I could say. But if you're a beginner or just intermediate player, then or amateur player, then basic playing is actually playing the violin. When we think about all the nature and science, basic theory, and related to how to control our body with that nature of raw science, then much easier to play, because in this planet Earth has gravity, right? So that related to the weight, so we have a weight because of the gravity, right? Your bow, your hand, your arm is affected by gravity, which is natural weight. And then if you hold up the violin right here, then gravity still affect to every part of our body, and the bow has a weight too, right? So use that weight to pull the string down by your bow hand, and then by holding it, we can use our weight on it. So once we think about, oh, we have gravity, let's use it, let's feel it with our body, it's about sense, then kind of can tell how we can play the bow. Banaka, does it have to be 100% in tune like notes? Try to, yes. Try to 100% in tune. Unfortunately, yes, that's what we are trying. That's why people, lots of people ask to practice slowly, because when we practice slowly, we can fix the tune, we can be more in tune, and then that way build up the practice and playing. Even though we play faster, slower, stay in tune, stay in musical. It's hard, yes. But yes, that's what we're trying. But that's not everything. 100% in tune, like intonation is not everything about playing. That's why it's hard. Pia, Velebri, there's no such ideal time. It's just, I know the more you practice is good. More practicing is always better, but just you can, it depends what's your goal to playing. For me, I really, this time what I tried intensive practice as much as possible. I practice as much as possible because my music is technically hard and then it's long. It is, I have to just play all the Schumann sonata, whole movement, Sibelius whole movement in one recital. So my goal is, stay awake clearly to play like for an hour, which is very, tiring itself. So I kind of push myself to get through it, like going to the gym every day. But if you don't have those like stage experience upcoming, or you don't have to do that already, you're strong enough, your body's strong enough, then just every day, nice time for you. There's no such ideal time spent for practice. Hi Earl, good to see you, good morning. Your trill hangs too much. Hangs too much? What does that mean, hangs too much? Trill hangs too much? It doesn't off your finger? Or what does that mean by now? Hi Erika. I'm pretty sure nobody can finish classical music in their life. Never ending. Never ending. But you can set the goal. If you're not if your goal is not like a professional musician or violinist, then you can just set the goal. This is my dream piece in my life. I want to learn till I can learn this piece. And then after you learn the piece and then you don't want to do any other piece, you don't want to play any other piece, then just quit that time. But I don't think so, never ending. Classical music is like never ending, too many pieces. And then also, when you learn the music again, same music again, still lots of things to learn. Hi Uva, it's good that you restudy the pieces, but there's no mandatory, there's no rule that you have to learn again. Nope, I don't think so. If you want to learn again, yes. How do you know if you need a teacher? Personally, I think everyone needs teacher in terms of violin. Everyone. I mean, that's the reason that I go back to school again. One of the main reasons too. If I didn't go back to school, would I push myself like this much level? Would I learn this piece like this much level? I don't think so. Without teacher, could I get through it? Could I get through the, some drills? I don't think so. I think by myself, I couldn't do that. I didn't even think of it. I could never even try at all. Yes, I want to play. I want to practice, but lots of questions happen right now. So, you know what? This is warming up time. So I want to play scales and arpeggios, like opening up my body. And then I just open the book and then I see the broken third. So I'll try broken third. F major. After eating the violin, after studying the violin. Of course, practicing is tired, very much. Tiring, yeah, I agree. This is in the book, Simon Fisher Scales book, F major, 2 octave, broken thirds, and fourths, but I'm doing broken thirds. This F major is starting on what position is it? 3, 4, 5, 6, sixth position, and playing F major at the 6th position, and broken third, 2 octaves, broken thirds from there. So F with the first finger is a 6th position, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. And then the next one, it suggests to start with the 2nd finger F, then that means that is the 5th position. Working on what I do is, of course, intonation, but keep checking my thumb is loosened, this muscle is loosened, and the shoulder and body loosen, and then my elbow is any strain here, but still can I control my elbow, and then is my bow straight, my neck is loosen. Keep checking everything of my body. So sounds very slow and then just one note by one note, but actually very busy in my brain. Feel lots of things while I'm playing. Strength, muscle, small muscles and tendons related to, but left finger is like tapping your finger. It's used the momentum. As there's no such thing like strongly drop, and actually we don't need that much pressure to drop fingers, if I understand your question clearly. 4 fingers, so this is a 4th position. So position is going downwards. Forgot to say another checklist when I play is checking if I'm breathing. Lots of time when we play the violin, I don't know about you, but for me, I realized that I hold my breath a lot, pretty long time sometimes. So I check if I'm breathing while I'm warming up. Hi, Erica. It takes time. Anyway, practice. I noticed that after I focus on double stop, my intonation improved much better, and over time, ear will be trained. But of course, we have to keep trying to listen in tune, and eventually, yeah, it's getting sensitive and sensitive. That's tricky because I'm not a perfect pitch, and I don't know. Sorry about that, but of course, practicing double stop is one way to improve intonation. I think the best effective way to improve intonation, I believe. Double stop, arpeggio. Well, I'm very struggling intonation a lot, always, but intonation doesn't get better dramatically right away. It takes time. Our physical stuff go with it, and then also oral training too. But yes, double stop just practice double stop every day in warm-up. That really helps intonation. Because if you don't play in tune, really sensitive way in tune, then you really cannot play the double stop beautifully. And then that lead, just single notes playing, intonation get better too. Could, maybe. Yeah, shoulder rest can make a strain, of course. It depends. But important thing is shoulder rest, we use it to make ourselves feel more comfortable instead of without it. It helps the instrument doesn't get slipped down on our shoulder. Oh, actually I wanted the arpeggio. Solo playing is scary, always, but it really brings big achievement and accomplishment. Orchestra and chamber is a little bit more relaxed because it's kind of basically I'm not alone, right? So with colleague, with friends, with other musicians, playing together is fun and kind of a little bit relaxed than solo playing. It's pros and cons. Everything is good. Hi, Kiran. Long time no see for F4D. Right shoulder, try to keep it down. But if I did it, then that's wrong. one-day trip, so most of the driving, but that was really nice to just out of town, you know, to be out of town, be in the nature. So that was a good trip. Really refreshed, and then motivated me to focus on my routine. I love traveling. Okay, I'm gonna go doing my intensive practice. Your bow screw is not free. Oh, yeah, you should rehair bow, or you can get a new bow. Depends what price the bow is. Yeah, in that case, you need to bring it to luthier or violin shop, or get a new one. All right, good to see you here, everyone. Thank you for staying. Happy practicing, and bye.